Come to standing in the front of the mat. Big toes together, heels apart. You'll have your hips stacked directly over the ankles, neither in front of the ankles or behind the ankles, rather directly above the ankles. Then the shoulders will be stacked above the hips, neither in front of the hips or behind the hips, right on top of the hips. And then the ears will stack over the shoulders, neither in front of the shoulders or behind the shoulders, but right on top. This way we practice good alignment. Bringing the navel up inside, and the shoulders down and relaxed. Neck is long. And arrive in Tadasana. Close your eyes and breathe. Bring your awareness into your body, recognizing that you're about to start a physical practice. And you want to do so with awareness so you can stay safe and you can feel at ease. So we bring the attention into the body using our breath. Big deep breath in and a slow breath out. And we'll try that several times at your own pace. Deep breath in and slow breaths out. And as you breathe like this, you're establishing yourself in the here and now. Soften your eyes and just stay with your breath. Now we'll begin to add some movement to the very same breath. So as you inhale, the arms will come up overhead at the same length as your inhale, the same timing. And as you exhale, the arms come down. They take just as long as the exhale takes. Again, the inhale brings the arms up. When the arms reach the top, that's when you're done with your inhale. And then exhale, the arms come down. And the exhale is going on the whole time the arms are moving. Let's do 2 more like this, matching the pace of the breath and the movement. Maintain your tall posture in correct alignment. Soft eyes. Very good. Now let's begin reaching the arms up into space. Open the eyes. Exhale, bend deeply at the knees as you hinge forward. Bend deeply enough that you can lay your chest on your thighs. Then hold your legs in some way and let the head be very heavy. Keep your knees bent. Do not fall temptation to try to straighten the legs. Keep the knees bent. Very good. This is safe. Now lower your seat a little bit as though you were sitting deeper, but lift your chest up. And this is what I'm going to refer to as flat back or halfway lift. And then we'll place the hands on the floor and step yourself back so that you are on hands and knees, or what we call tabletop. Every time you put your hands in this position, in the position for tabletop or for plank, the thumbs will be pointing to the top of the mat, the fingers will be pointing somewhat sideways, and the arms will be externally rotating so that the creases of the elbows face the top of the mat. This will keep your shoulders not only safe, but in a position of stability. Breathe in here, and exhale, release. Now as you inhale, back bend, let the pelvis tilt, let the chest be proud, shoulders squeeze. And as you exhale, reverse all that. Press the shoulders away from each other, the navel tucks in, pelvis tucks under. And again, inhale, let the navel release, back bend, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press the shoulder blades apart, navel in, pelvis tucks under. 2 more like this. Try to match the movement to the speed and length of your breath. By matching movement to breath, you're becoming more and more aware of your body and more in union with your body, more in yoga, if you will. Excellent. Flex the feet, and we'll send one leg back to plank, and then send the other leg back to plank and hold yourself in plank. Now in plank, you want to have your pelvis tucked under, press the shoulder blades away from each other, and keep your hips nice and high. You want to find a place where you're possibly shaking a little bit. Inhale here, and exhale here. Very good. Now bend the knees a little bit, pull your belly in, and start to shift yourself back to a bent knee downward facing dog. And hold here. Make any small adjustments, but keep the knees bent. The idea here is to have a very long spine. We want lots of space between the vertebrae. We want the neck to be long, the head to be heavy and released. And we need to bend the knees at first to allow for this lengthening in the spine, which comes from freedom in the pelvis. Breathe deeply here. Very good. Bend the knees deeply, really deep, and send your hips even further back. Look at your hands and start to take some big steps so your feet come between the hands, big toes together, heels apart. Sit deeply. Make your chest proud, activate your back muscles, lift your torso up, knees stay bent, and then we come to standing safely without compromising the small muscles of the spine. Come to Tadasana, neck is long, you're stacked in good alignment. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Forward fold, chest to thighs. Hold the legs, head is heavy right away. Inhale to halfway lift, that's a flat back. Place your hands in plank, thumbs point forward. Come to hands and knees. And right away we inhale into our back bend and we exhale into our forward bend. Let's do two more. Inhale, back bend, squeezing back body. Exhale, forward bend, stretching back body. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. At the end of the exhale, flip your toes under, draw the navel in, and press yourself to downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent as you focus here on lengthening the spine, letting the neck be long and the head be heavy. And now we'll add pulling the shoulders away from the ears and also separating the shoulder blades a little bit to activate your triceps. Breathe deeply here. Now bend the knees even more. Send the hips way back. Look at your hands. We're going to step through, starting with the other leg. So stepping and walking, arriving big toes together, heels apart, then sit down deeply, lift the torso with a proud chest, and lift yourself up to tall. Arms reach up overhead, inhale, exhale to Tadasana. We don't want to come up with a round back. We don't want to roll up. That puts a lot of pressure on the small muscles of the spine. We don't need to do that, so we can come up safely instead. Let's add on. Reach the arms up to sky. Inhale, make yourself tall. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Forward fold, chest to thighs. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. The seat is lower than the shoulders. And then hands in plank. And we step back to plank this time. Hold yourself in plank. Shoulders are pressing away from each other. Tailbone is tucked under. Navel is lifted. We're holding plank here. Very good. Breathing deeply. You can celebrate your strength. You don't have to even be scared of your own strength. When you are calm and breathing, you can enjoy your strength. Now, just put the knees down tops of the feet come down. We're going to keep the buttocks up in the air as you just put your chest down, bend the elbows, then your chin, hold here. Now slither forward. Lift just the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, arrive in baby cobra, squeeze the thighs, squeeze your buttocks, point through the toes, inhale. On your exhale, press yourself back to a bent knee downward facing dog. Long spine, neck is released, head is heavy. Let all the thoughts just pour out of the head. Shoulders pull away from the ears, and they press away from the floor, activating the arms. Navel lifts, and you find a freedom in your pelvis because you're bending the knees. Breathing deeply. Now, send your hips way back by bending the knees super deep. Look at your hands. Take big steps to meet your hands. Big toes together, heels apart. Lower the buttocks deeply. Shoulders are now higher. Squeeze your chest out proud and come to stand, reaching the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll put that together, one breath per movement. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, forward fold over bent knees, head is heavy. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, step out to plank. Hold yourself in plank on an inhale. On an exhale, knees, chest, and chin down to the floor. Slither forward. Inhale to baby cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog with bent knees. And hold. As long as you can keep your neck relaxed, your shoulders away from your ears, and belly in. The benefits of this posture are to go inward, to release the thinking, to lengthen the spine. And besides, when dogs do this, their knees are bent. Breathe deeply. And again, pull yourself back away from your hands. We're going to take big steps to reach the hands. Big toes together, heels apart. Sit down a little bit. Chest is higher. Squeeze your chest proud as you come to stand. Reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Now reach your arms forward, coming into Utkatasana. Imagine that the head and the shoulders and the buttocks are leaning against a wall. And knees are together. We're going to bend the knees, but keep the head, shoulders, and buttocks sliding down this imaginary wall, that they're in contact with this wall. Your navel is pulling in deeply. Now we're squeezing the thighs. Squeeze your buttocks. Squeeze your navel in towards the back. Relax the shoulders. Relax the face. Strong legs. Easy mind. Breathe deeply. Now bring the hands to prayer with a flat back and even a proud chest. We're going to fold at the hips, bringing your chest down towards your thighs. Now take your left elbow outside of the right knee. Keep looking at the floor as you twist your torso to the right. Try to lengthen your spine. We lengthen to strengthen. Keep looking at the floor. We're going to keep this configuration. We're just going to lift the left foot. Knees will stay together. Keep your knees together. Lift the left foot and hold here. Very good. Hold here. Now in slow motion, set that left foot back into a lunge and bend the front knee deeply so you can come into a twisted lunge. Left leg is very strong. Feet are pushing away from one another. Your spine is getting tall, rotating to the right. Keep pressing your right knee against your left elbow. Lovely. Now release the arms. Rotate the torso to the front. Keep your lunge. Arms are stretching back now. Arms come out towards the sides. And then lift your torso as the arms come overhead. Right thigh getting strong. You are staying calm, taking long, deep breaths. Hold yourself in lunge. Good. Arms out to the side. We're going to come to Tadasana, but with the left knee lifted up towards the chest. So send your weight forward. Lift the left knee up to the chest. Arms up overhead. Inhale. On your exhale, arms out to the side. Press your left leg straight. Hold it here. And then come down to Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up to sky. Exhale, Tadasana. Now we'll try chair or Utkatasana again. Big toes together, heels apart. Bending the knees where the knees touch, sliding down this imaginary wall. Squeezing your legs together, navel tucks in. Glutes are squeezed, shoulder blades in their sockets, and you are calm. Now we bring the hands to heart in prayer. Keeping your chest proud and your back muscles activated, you're hinging at the hips, flat back. And then right elbow to left knee, rotate the spine to the left. Keep looking at the floor. We're going to keep this configuration in the body, except we're going to lift the right foot. So squeeze your knees together, pull your navel in, long spine, get tall here, and just lift the right foot up behind you. Holding here, finding strength in your buttocks, in your legs, in your navel. Now in slow motion, send the right leg back into lunge, deep in the lunge, and twist to the left. Pull your navel in. Left knee pressing to the left against the right elbow. Spine is long, breathing deeply. Now, bring the torso around forward, reach the arms straight back behind you, spine is long, legs stay in the lunge. Arms reach out to the side, and then they come overhead as you lift your torso to vertical and arrive in your lunge. Deep breath in, slow breath out, holding here. Come to standing in Tadasana on one leg, the right knee to chest. So shift your weight forward and bring the right knee up to chest, arms up overhead. Breathe here. Arms out to the side, press your right leg straight and hold. Then Tadasana. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Reach the arms up on an inhale and arms down on an exhale. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head be heavy, chest to thighs. Inhale to a flat back or halfway lift. Hands in plank, then step your legs back to plank. Hold yourself here in plank. Your choice for vinyasa here is to do a slow reverse push-up all the way to the floor, or try Chaturanga Dandasana, which is stopping halfway down and transitioning to upward facing dog. That's the one I'll do. Do what you want to do, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Downward facing dog with bent knees, relaxed shoulders, long spine. And we reach the right leg up to sky. We step that right leg between the hands, and we lower the left heel. Now look at your feet. You want to have your feet on two separate tracks. You're not heel to heel, you're not heel to arch, you're two separate tracks. This will allow your left hip to come forward. So now take some weight off your fingers. Start to lift your chest into a proud, long, straight spine. Then the torso comes up. Keep your legs pressing away from each other. Arms reach up. And we hold here and we breathe. Warrior one. If you need to make adjustments, go ahead and make adjustments. If having the arms overhead is causing tension in the shoulders, the arms can be out to the side. The arms could be on the waist. They could be clasped and pressing down behind you. Whatever works for you to keep your sense of ease as you practice being strong. Breathing deeply, we're holding our warrior one. Pressing the feet away from each other, belly in. Your left hip is coming around. The right hip is moving back. One more deep breath in. And exhale to plank. And again, you can find your way to downward facing dog in any way that you please. For Chaturanga Dandasana, start to lower halfway. Stop at halfway, flip your feet. Press your arms straight. Back bend in the upper back, look forward. Flip the feet. Draw the navel up and send your hips back to downward facing dog with bent knees. Deeply breathing. Deep breaths in. Your whole goal here is to regulate your breathing so that by the end of this practice, you're a little better at expressing your strength and ease at the same time. Now, we'll take the left leg up. We'll step the left leg between the hands. We're going to lay the right heel down. The right toes are coming around forward as much as possible. Your feet are on two separate tracks. Two separate tracks. Start to release some weight from the fingertips. Activate your back muscles. Proud chest. Strong legs are pushing away from each other. Now lift the torso and reach the arms above the head. Pressing the feet away from each other. Remember, the right hip is trying to come around. The left hip is moving back. Your arms can be in any shape that you desire. That brings you a sense of ease in the shoulders. Keep your belly in. Pressing the legs away. Pressing the feet away from each other. Your face is calm. Your breathing is long and even. Holding here. You're practicing how to stay strong. You're practicing how to endure. And you're practicing doing both of those things in a calm, easy manner. All is well. You are entitled to be strong. You're entitled to be calm. And you can do both at the same time. Deep breath in, slow breath out. We're going to come down, coming into plank pose. Holding yourself in plank. Again, we can do a slow push-up. Stop when you're halfway. Flip the feet. Push the arms straight. Reach the chest out proud. Flip the feet again. Pull yourself to downward facing dog. You can, of course, take child's pose here, resting. Either way, you're going inside, immediately attuning to that sense of ease and well-being inside of you. Coming back to steadiness. You're not letting your strength or maybe even fatigue that you feel in the muscles, you're not letting that distract you from your sense of well-being. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Very good. We'll take the right leg and we'll bring it between the hands again. And this time, when we lower the left heel, it is going to be in line with the right heel. We have a heel-to-heel alignment. Left toes are coming forward as much as possible, keeping the left heel down. We're in heel-to-heel alignment. Release the weight of your hands, activate your back muscles. Chest is proud. We reach the left arm alongside the left ear. Then we reach it to the ceiling, which rotates our chest to the left. Then lift your torso. Keep your legs like this. Lift your torso. Turn your torso to the left. Now, take a look forward over your right hand. Look down at your right knee. Let's make sure that your right knee is directly over the ankle and that your right hip is in line with the knee. It's neither to the right and it's neither pushing to the left. It's directly in line. Heels and feet and legs are pushing away from each other. The arms are reaching in opposite directions. The chest is trying to turn left. Your gaze is steady, as is your breath. This is Warrior Two. Breathing deeply. If the arms are causing any tension in the neck or the jaw or the face, you can release the arms to the hips. You can release the arms to a bind and pull them behind you. Whatever works. Keep your legs strong and steady. Make sure to pull your navel in so you're not having a pot belly, but rather you're using the abdomen to help you stay strong. Deep breath in. Very good. Now bring the hands to hips, straighten your front leg. We're going to heel toe the back foot in one step. So turn the heel in, then bring the toes around again. So we just narrowed the stance. We're at heel to heel alignment. Find your hip bones. Now send your right hip back further and your left hip will lift. Squeeze the quadriceps of both legs. Push the feet apart. Now we'll come into triangle. Reach the arms out to the side. Keeping your spine very long, especially, listen up, the right side of your spine. Keep the right side of your spine very long. When you reach the arm down, you don't put a lot of weight on it. It's just contact. The left arm reaches up in line so that the arms make one straight line. Pulling your navel in deeply, rotating the spine to the left. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. You're still pulling up your quadriceps. You're still pushing your feet away from one another. You have a strong abdomen to help you. And you're continuously trying to straighten the spine on the right side. Very good. Use the same abdominal muscles. Imagine someone's got your top hand and they can pull you up towards the ceiling. Arms come out to the side. Bend the right knee into Warrior Two again. And we'll cartwheel the hands down to plank pose. Lift the heel of the left foot. Step your right foot back into plank pose. Inhale here. And exhale down, either a cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. And immediately come back to your sense of steadiness. Your sense of here and now. Very good. Left leg steps forward between the hands. Right heel comes down with the toes forward as much as possible. And we have heel to heel alignment. So take a look at your feet. Aim for heel to heel alignment. And that front knee is going to get bent deeply. Right leg straight and active. Now take some weight off your hands by having a proud chest. Right arm reaches alongside the head. Then it reaches to the ceiling, which rotates your spine and your chest towards the right. And we'll keep coming up, lifting the torso. Keep that left knee bent until the torso is turned towards the right. Bring your gaze over the left hand, bend that left knee. And feel that your feet are pressing away from each other. Feel that your arms are pressing away from each other. Again, the arms can be on the hips, the hands can be on the hips, or the hands can be clasped behind you, but keep your torso turned. Whatever works to keep your shoulders at ease. And making sure the left knee is stacked in line with the left ankle. The left hip is stacked in line with the left knee. It's not forward, it's not backwards. It's directly behind the left knee. Belly lifts in, chest is proud. Rotate the chest. Arms are reaching. Warrior two. Deep breath in, slow breath out. You keep regulating your breath. You keep enjoying that you can be this strong and calm at the same time, because those two qualities combined are really going to help you when you're off the mat. How to be strong and calm at the same time. It's like you own your strength. Your ease of well-being as you practice strength illustrates that you're comfortable being strong. You own this strength. This is yours. Very good. Now release that left leg, straighten it. We're going to heel toe the back foot into a shorter stance. So turn the heel in and then the toes in. Make sure your heel to heel alignment still. Lift up your spine really tall, drop the shoulders. Pulling the navel up and in. That left hip is going to move backwards while the right hip hikes a little bit. Now activate both legs, pull the thigh muscles up of both legs. We're going to reach into triangle pose. Your legs are already very active, pushing away from each other. Abdomen is already active, pulling in. And your back muscles are already active, having a tall, straight spine. Your neck is long. We're just going to add a little shift of the trunk. So we're going to reach the left arm forward. Try to keep the left side of your body as straight as you can. Right arm reaches to sky, or the right arm can just be on the hip, whatever works for you. We're reaching in opposite directions, chest is reaching out. Left side of the waist is long. In other words, you don't want to be rounding on the left. You want to be straight as much as you can on the left. Breathing deeply, enjoying your strength. You can look at the top hand or look straight or even look at the floor. 2 more deep breaths. Stay steady, stay easy. Super strong legs. Now, as though someone's pulling your hand up, it lifts your torso. Arms spread out, left leg bends. And we cartwheel down to a plank pose. Hold yourself in plank. You can go directly to child's pose or downward facing dog, or you can come down in any way that I've taught you that feels good to you. And then do any upper back bend that feels good to you. And we'll arrive in downward facing dog or child's pose for 3 breaths. Find your steadiness and your ease. Owning your own strength. Owning that breath. Let the breath bring you into your body, away from thinking. Come back to the here and now. Now, we will take the right leg into tabletop, the left leg into tabletop. Swing the feet around to the left so you can come sit on your buttocks. Legs come around forward. Very good. Now, let's try bringing the hands behind you and the fingers are pointing to the back of the mat. You're going to roll your shoulders backwards, squeeze the shoulder blades. The shoulder blades also move down away from the ears, which lengthens your back. Lift the chest proud, pull the navel in. Very good. And now from here, we're just going to crawl the feet as close to your buttocks as you can. Then we're going to lift one leg straight, lift the other leg straight, and then see if you can release your arms and come into the boat pose. Your chest is proud. Squeeze your legs together. It's okay if you need to hold on. It's okay if you need to bend the knees. It's not so much about how it looks. It's about how you can be strong and in alignment and steady at the same time. Very good. Hold. Then set your feet back down. Hands return to that position behind you, fingertips pointing backwards. Squeeze the shoulder blades away from the ears. Now we'll do the very opposite motion and we'll lift into reverse tabletop. So we squeeze and lift the hips up, flatten your body, look at your abdomen, draw your abdomen deeply into your body. We don't want it to push out, we want it to draw in. Squeeze your buttocks, hold here. Deep breath in. It might be too stressful to let the head hang. So it's better to look at your navel. Really breathing deeply here. And then releasing. Let's come right back into that upright boat pose. So we're squeezing the feet towards the glutes. Maybe it's one leg at a time or both legs at a time. Find your balance on your sit bones. Keep your spine really tall. You can straighten your legs as much as you want to or keep them bent, but keep your spine straight. You could even smile here if you dare. One more deep breath in. And then it's reverse tabletop. The hips come up high, level with the knees, drawing the navel in, looking at your navel. Squeeze the glutes. Really pulling the navel not only in towards the spine, but up towards the heart. Breathing deeply. Very good. Let the hips come down. Excellent. Legs will come out in front. And we'll try a simple twist. So for here, we're going to take that right leg and we're going to cross it over the left knee. It might be difficult for you to sit up due to some hamstring flexibility. And if that's the case, put your right hand behind you, and maybe your right hand can just assist. You'll still lean back, but at least you can have a lifted chest and a straight spine. And that's okay. And so from here, you can use your abdomen, draw your muscles in, and turn yourself around to the right. If you don't need the support of the back hand, sit up really tall on the sit bones, pull your leg closer, and using just your abdomen muscles, turn to the right. And then your hands just make contact. You're not really pushing with the arms because you're using your back muscles instead. Maybe a little mudra here on the left hand, and breathe. If you'd like, you can add a complete rotation of the head and even turn the eyeballs as far to the right as you can. Why not work the eyeballs? Deep breath in and a slow breath out. One more time. Keep being tall. And on the next exhale, come back around. Same thing, other side. So now right leg is strong with the foot flexed. And you might have different flexibility on this side, and that's okay. So wherever you can position your torso to be straight, again, if that means leaning a little bit, that's totally fine. As long as we have a light, tall, sage-like posture in the torso. Because this pose was named after a great sage. So we're either here, leaning and getting taller, or if you have the strength and flexibility, sit right up on your sit bones, flex that right foot, squeeze your left leg towards the chest, and use just your abdominals to turn the torso to the left, and your hand simply makes light contact because it is your spine muscles, your back muscles, your core muscles that are holding you here. and we breathe. You can even turn the head all the way around. Add the eyeballs all the way to the left. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. There's nothing passive here. You're squeezing your legs, both legs very active, core musculature very active, but you are very calm. You're calm because you're breathing. You're calm because you're enjoying being strong. Deep breath in and a slow breath out at the end of the exhale will come on out. Bend both knees and roll yourself to lying down on the floor on your back. Knees are bent. And try to make sure that your heels are in line with the sit bones. They're not too far out and they're not together either, but they're just in line with your hips. We'll take the right ankle onto the left knee to get a stretch in the right outer hip. Shoulders are squeezing down underneath the lungs. And if you want more of a stretch, you can bring your left foot in. You can even hold the left thigh. Flex the right foot to keep your knees safe. And breathe and stretch here. This is just fine. You don't want to push too hard here and set off a stress response. So back off just a little bit. Focus rather on keeping your shoulders relaxed and your neck long and your breath steady and deep. Finding ease of well-being as you relate to your body. Coming into a welcoming relationship with the body. Very good. Now let the left foot come down, and we're going to try to stretch the right leg towards the ceiling, wherever that might be for you. If it's not in a place where you can keep it up by itself, then you can kind of hold it with your hands. And if it can't go straight, that's okay. Just allow it to be bent wherever it needs to be. That's fine. Just maintain your posture. Maintain a long spine and a long neck. And now we'll add the left leg straight down, stretching the top of the left hip. And so wherever you can, stretch through the right leg and the left leg. Both feet are flexed. Both legs very active. Very good. Keep breathing this way. And then bend the knee. And we'll take left ankle over right thigh, and we'll find that stretch again. Bring your shoulder blades under your lungs. And again, you find the degree of stretch that works for you to feel good, but not to feel any stress. You don't want to send an alarm to your body, because that's how you injure yourself. So back off just a little bit, breathing deeply. Your left foot is flexed to protect the knee. And holding here, deep breath in and slow breath out. Feeling some sense of release. Your body mind is inside the left hip. Breathing deeply. And then set that right foot down, and the left leg will come straight towards the ceiling or wherever it can. Right leg reaches out in front. Flex the right foot. Left foot flexes as well. Both legs are active as you can. Spine is long, neck is long. And breathe. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Very good. And then bring that foot down. Come back to where both feet are on the floor with the knees bent. Bridge up just a little bit. And when you set your hips down, you set them down to the left of the midline. Lift your feet up off the floor, keep your knees bent, open your arms like a letter T, and send your legs over to the right so that you're in a spinal twist. Make any adjustments to help relieve any pinching or discomfort that might occur from the twist. Breathing deeply. Keep your neck long. Your eyes are soft, your jaw is unclenched, and now you're breathing deeply. You're on the floor, which means you're almost done. Deep breaths in and slow breaths out. Now we'll bring the knees back up through center. Pull your belly in to help you do that. Align your spine so that it's straight down the middle. Feet are on the floor with knees bent. Bridge up just a little bit and set your buttocks down to the right of the midline. Feet come up, knees towards the chest, and then take your legs over to the left, making any adjustments necessary to enjoy your spinal twist. Deep breaths now. It's so wonderful that you came to the mat today to move your body in these ways, because staying in a seated position for too long makes you stiff. You're hydrating all the joints of your body when you do yoga. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Stay here just another breath. And now it's time for Shavasana. So bring the legs back around using your navel. Align the spine straight down the middle. We'll extend the legs. The legs are apart and the knees fall out to the sides. Let your shoulder blades come directly under the lungs if you can. Lengthen the spine. And the arms could be in any angle that feels like they can allow for the chest to stretch, for the chest to be open. Palms are up in a gesture of receiving. Again, the neck is really long. And close your eyes and notice where the floor makes contact with your body. And then see if you can allow yourself to meet the floor, soften down towards the floor. The floor rises up to support you, and you allow yourself to rest. Stay awake as you rest. Shavasana allows the body to integrate all of the movements that we did, and all of the breathing, and all of the messages of steadiness and ease. So while you stay alert, you become aware that you're relaxing. It's important to know what relaxing feels like. Deep breaths in and slow breaths out. And let yourself rest. ease. Lengthen the neck and soften the eyes. Relax your shoulders. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Begin to move your feet and your fingers and your legs and your arms. You can reach the arms overhead if that feels good. And then relax the arms and notice the quality of yourself and how you feel at ease. We're going to try to sit up, maintaining the sense of ease. So quietly with the eyes closed, moving carefully, coming to sit in your own way that keeps your sense of ease, so that when you come to sit, you feel the same way. Arriving in your seat with your spine long, your navel and pelvic floor lifted. Eyes are soft, ears are in line with the shoulders. And notice the quality of yourself. Notice how you feel in your whole body all at once with nothing left out. Recognize that today you practiced being strong and calm at the same time. This is a valuable skill that you can use in your life off the mat. Now bring your hands in the gesture of prayer at the heart and bow your face to your heart. Give yourself an internal thank you and thank the body. By coming to your mat today, you are taking good care of yourself and your body. You're getting to know the power that you have to be strong and to own that strength. May you be at ease. Namaste.